IHN show.
Welcome to the IHN show, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode number 93. Today is Monday, June 24th. And today, for our episode, I don't really necessarily have a story to tell for the opener, like normal, like what we got to say.
Because, we say story all the time on this show.
Yeah, we have good stuff to talk about. But, however, I actually have something new to show the show today. So, what I've got here, ladies and gentlemen, in addition to the show, what I have here is that I bought myself. 2019 St. Louis Blues Stanley Cup Champions Legendary Hockey Puck. That was the front. Here's the back. This little hockey puck here will be a memory to me as the time when I predicted they would win the Stanley Cup before the preseason. So this puck will bring memories to me, and it will last forever. And then so I'll have this in the show for you guys to see. I am gonna put this hockey puck right in between Brian Lashoff and my 2019 Calder Cup Fantasy Points Championship right there. So I'll let that sit nice and neatly right about there. And perfect.
If you're counting there, that was 5.
I'm
up
to 5 dingers.
Starting off strong.
Nice.
New record, here we go. I don't think you're touching 312 for a long time.
Me neither.
Holy.
I know, right?
So, yes, lots to talk about. We had the NHL first round, draft overall, this past Friday and Saturday.
Yep.
Next Monday is free agency. Finally, once something falls on the day we record.
Yep.
God, is it so hard to do that, apparently. So, what else we have? We had an IndyCar race at Road America. We had a NASCAR race at Sonoma. Double road course weekend. Double the fun. Let's get right into it with what facility am I?
I have no idea.
Oh, we also had the NHL awards ceremony. I forgot about that.
We got that to talk about too. Today's going to be a great episode.
Okay, let's start off with this. I am a for hockey capacity of 18,532 and up to 19,323 with standing room included. Basketball is 19,200 up to 21,146 with standing room. Concerts is 21,000, give or take, depending on the stage size and all that good stuff. Operator is Center Operating Company LP. I will not tell you who the owner is because it is a city, and that'd be a dead giveaway.
Yep.
Because, I've done that before with cities. Don't look at me. Broke ground on September 1st, 1999, and opened on July 17th, 2001. For a cost of $420 million. 594 in today's money. There is currently 2 professional tenants of this arena. There were 3 at one time. NHL, NBA, obviously. And then there was the AFL team that was in 2000, 2004 to 2008. And then the AFL team again in 2010 to 2011. And then it's just the NHL and the NBA teams or squads now. Yeah. I almost thought I didn't start the timer there. That would be very disappointing. This arena has been pictured in a Simpsons episode called The Burns and the Bees.
Really?
Yes. And it played host to audition to the Blank City audition stages in the first season of Fox Singer Search program, The X Factor. And on Monday, September 14th, 2015, the Republican Party presidential candidate Donald Trump held a campaign rally in the arena. Built on and in the shadows of former blank neighborhood of Little Mexico, the beginnings of the Mexican-American population in the blank area. A few weeks after the first event, it was found that the glass installed in the bathrooms was not the same as what was originally intended. Many who drove by the arena complained that they had a clear view into the restrooms. Oops! The glass was quickly changed to the correct type the next week. I wonder why. How much time you got left? You got 40 seconds left. This team that currently plays in this arena has one Stanley Cup. They are in the Western Conference. 25 seconds left. They're in the Central Division.
Is it Enterprise Center?
Not that recent Stanley Cup winner.
Oh.
15 seconds left. Think of an aeroplane company.
Bell MTS Place.
That is so wrong.
No, American Airlines Center.
I got it with 3 seconds left.
Okay.
Bell MTF, that's a cell service.
Well, you had me because when you said aeroplane service, I dropped the service part and thought aeroplanes of the Winnipeg Jets. That had led to...
So you were thinking Bell MTF. Okay. You lose a dinger because the Winnipeg Jets do not have a Stanley Cup.
I know.
So,
But-
6-5, starting off strong. All right.
The Simpsons were featured in an episode.
The American Airlines Center was featured in an episode of The Simpsons. It was called Dallas Arena. Because obviously you can't say American Airlines Center.
Oh.
It would have been funny if they would have said Airlines American Center.
Yeah, what the...
Oh, that would have been funny.
Okay.
It doesn't say what year that was, so.
That's really cool. I like that.
So, with that,
Nice.
it's time to move on to
The IndyCar.
Hold on. I lost it. I was going to play a funny sound effect. Oh, yeah, here we go. Speaking of Simpsons. Okay. What?
Oh.
I already played it.
Oh, here, I'll listen to it. I wasn't ready for it because...
I saw it. I was going to play it right when the intro was done, but then I lost it as I transitioned. I was going to play... Right when it was done, it was like this.
Nice. I love that scream of his. Oh, it's funny.
So, okay. This past week, the IndyCar was at Road America for which is 4.014 miles, 4.015 miles, however you want to stack it up, for the 10th race of the 17 race season for the Rev Group Grand Prix. The time of the race took 1 hour, 39 minutes, 40.4743 seconds. The average speed was 132.894. There was a whole whopping 2 lead changes and 0 cautions for 0 laps. The fastest lap was 137.521 miles per hour on lap 30 by the 88 of Colton Herta. And the fastest leader lap was 137.235 miles per hour on lap 3 by the number 27 of Alexander Rossi. The only time there was a lead change was in the 55 lap event was when there was pit stops and Greg Rahal led 1 lap. So, Alexander Rossi won the race. There was 16 cars on the lead lap. 6 cars were a lap down, and then Marco Andretti had mechanical issues and did not finish the race. He only completed 18 of the 55 laps. Alexander Rossi won the race. Will Power was second, Joseph Newgarden third. Fourth was Graham Rahal. Fifth, Scott Dixon. Sixth, Felix Rosenquist. Seventh, James Hinchcliffe. Eighth was Colton Herta. Ninth, Simon Pagenaud. 10th, Takuma Sato. 11th, Ryan Hunter-Reay. 12th, Sebastian Bourdais. 13th was Marcus Ericsson. 14th, Spencer Pigot. 15th, Jack Harvey. And Max Chilton was the last one on the lead lap in 16th position. Logging into the good old Twitter so I can look up the TV ratings. Okay, I got that. First car lap down was in 17th was Patio Award, Zach Veach 18th, 19th was Santino Ferrucci, 20th was Mateus Lace, 21st Tony Kanaan, 22nd Ed Jones, and 23rd was Marco Andretti. Yeah, not much going on there. So, the next IndyCar race is Sunday, June 14th at 3 p.m. Eastern on the streets of Toronto on NBCSN. Who's emailing me? kick some butt is what's going to happen. Oh. Okay. So I'm going to come back to that because I have some news. Your biggest race improver of the race would have been Scott Dixon, who, was it Scott Dixon? Supposedly he started in the back, but that doesn't quite seem like it's turning out like that. So, yeah, wait for, to come back here. Colton Herta won the pole. He became the youngest pole winner in the IndyCar series. Yeah. So, where was that article? Wow. Anyways, I could probably do this by math. Your biggest race improver from starting position to finishing position was Felix Rosenqvist, who started 18th and finished 6th. Your biggest race, degresser, I guess, would have been Marco Andretti, who started 10th and finished 23rd due to a mechanical issue, which is a big fat. Okay. Yeah, the race was an absolutely dominating race for Alexander Rossi. Still waiting for Harold to come back so I can say this fact. Anyways. Yeah, that's about it for IndyCar. So, wait for good old Harold to come back. As he takes his time, I am going to do fun fact. My fun fact was this past week, spoiler alert, was Marty Truex won the race at the Toyota Save Mart 350 in wine country at Sonoma. And he won the race last year, if you did not know that. So he has become the first back-to-back winner of the race. Here he comes. Yeah, here, who do we got? Come on. I guess it's not him. He's the first back-to-back winner at Sonoma for the Toyota Save Mart 350 since Jeff Gordon did it in 1998, 1999, and 2000 when he won 3 years in a row at Sonoma. So that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Yeah. Here we come. Alright. Here is how much Alexander Rossi dominated the IndyCar race at Road America. He won the race by 28.4 seconds.
Holy shit.
I think that's deserving of a serious paddling right there, ladies and germs. Oh.
Try it again.
Oh, why are you doing this now? No! There we go. Better. So, alright. Yeah, that's a serious paddling. And then I just said my fun fact, which was Marty Truex won at Sonoma. So I already said that, spoiler alert. Back-to-back for the first time since Jesse Gordon did it in 1998, 1999, and 2000 when he won it 3 years in a row.
Wow.
So,
jeepers.
Yeah. Jeff Gordon definitely knew how to go around Sonoma for just some reason. In fact, Jeff Gordon won at Sonoma the first year after they dropped the carousel from the race.
Oh, wow.
So. Alright, moving on. I believe it is time for your fun fact.
My fun fact. I did not have one on my phone, so I had to look up a random one.
Oh, just pour, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah.
As Mitt would say, the horror.
My fun fact is the temperature in a NASCAR race car, no matter what series, can reach up to a temperature as high as 170 degrees.
Yeah, it's a little toasty.
Blazing hot.
Yeah.
Freaking hot as
Now
Florida.
you might think, how did they last back in the day? Well, back in the day, they didn't really have this, the side windows in.
Yeah.
So there was lots of airflow in that car.
Yeah.
Now when they go to like Talladega or something, they have the side window panels in the door. for, better aerodynamics. So then that's also why the drivers have air-conditioned helmets.
Yeah.
And they have an assload of fans in their car.
Yeah.
So, not bad. And here I'm thinking 80 is just fine.
Exactly.
Here, let's double that and try to go 500 miles. I'm good.
Yeah, 500 miles an hour in a circle.
500 what? Miles per hour? What are you, a jet airliner here?
Nope.
Good jeepers. That's hauling the mail right there. I thought IndyCars moved to Indianapolis. Good lord.
I know, right?
All right. Let's go on to the Sin Bin segment. Go here. All right. Let's start off with some score. Just kidding. Just kidding. That's
yet.
the wrong button. There we go.
We gotta wait until September.
Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it? Well, no, we don't have to wait till September. We have World Juniors.
Oh, that's right.
Something, at least.
Yep.
Okay, let's start off with the NHL awards. Go ahead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for the 2019
And
NHL
this was on
awards.
Thursday, correct? Last Thursday.
I think so.
Yes, I think it was last Thursday.
In Vegas,
Or it was probably Wednesday, because, it's the day we record, so all that BS happened.
the Hart Memorial went to Nikita Kucherov. James Norris.
Shocker.
Huh. Yeah. Oh, here. To make up, actually, now I got a fun fact that I just thought of. The James Norris Memorial Trophy this year went to Mark Giordano. I think he totally deserves it. And my second fun fact of the day, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Giordano is the first person in Calgary Flames history to win the James Norris Memorial Trophy.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That was good stuff.
That is.
Uh-huh.
The Vezina Trophy went to Andrei Vasilevsky. If Ben Bishop or Robin Leonard would have got it, I would have been fine with that too.
Yep.
So Elias Pettersson got the Calder Memorial.
We called that.
Thank God. Ryan O'Reilly won the Selkie.
Shocker.
And Alexander Barkov won the Lady Byng. The Bill Masterson Memorial Award went to Robin Leonard. And Barry Trotz got the Jack Adams Award. I know, right?
I know it's not. I know the award doesn't include what happens in the playoffs, but
yeah,
I still believe. People are like, yeah, but he took a team for... Yeah, but he had the whole year to take a team that was very bad to very good.
Yeah.
Craig Berube, I say again, had 3 months to take a team from dead nuts last the All-Star break to making the playoffs. And that's not deserving of the Coach of the Year award?
Exactly.
That's BS. Yeah, Trotz had 6-7 months to take a team from not making the playoffs to making the playoffs. Berube had 3.5 months.
Yeah.
And you're telling me the guy who has 7 months wins it?
Huh. Exactly.
So, anyways.
Nikita Kucherov won the Ted Lindsay Award.
What's the Ted Lindsay Award for again?
Ted Lindsay? I forgot.
Didn't it tell you?
I can click on it and see if it...
I'll look it up. You keep going.
Forward voted most outstanding player by the National Hockey League Players Association.
Ain't that a hell of an award then?
Yep. General Manager of the Year award went to Don Sweeney. Willie O'Ree Community Hero Award, Rico Phillips. King Clancy Memorial Trophy, it went to Jason Zucker.
I thought you were just about to say Jason Arnott. I was going to be like, what?
The King Clancy is forward honored for leadership on and off the ice, which includes donated money for each goal scored in this season. Wayne Simmons wins the Mark Messier NHL Leadership Award, and that's it.
That's it. Okay. Now it is time to do some NHL trades. And let me tell you, there was an ass load.
Yeah.
So we'll start off with June 21st, when the Arizona Coyotes acquired the 11th pick from the Philadelphia Flyers for the number 14 and number 45 picks in this past year's draft. Then we start off with June 22nd. Here comes all the dingers.
Nice.
Washington Capitals acquired pick number 153 in the 2019 draft from San Jose for number 211 in the 2019 draft and a 7th round pick in the 2020 draft. On June 22nd as well, the Buffalo Sabres acquire pick number 143 in this year's draft from the Red Wings for number 117 and number 191. Florida Panthers on June 22nd acquire pick number 136 from Montreal for a 5th round pick in next year's draft. San Jose on June 22nd, Japers, acquired pick number 108 from Montreal for a 4th round pick in 2020's draft. Buffalo Sabres, same damn day, acquired pick number 102 from Vancouver for pick number 122 and number 175 in this past year's draft. On June 22nd as well, I hate my life, the Washington Capitals got pick number 91 from the New Jersey Devils for pick number 118 and 129 in this year's draft. Florida, on guess what day?
June 22.
The Florida
Panthers
acquire pick number 81 from the Columbus Blue Jackets for picks number 104 and 114 in this past year's draft. Guess who? Minnesota Wild got pick number 75 from the Smashville Predators for a 3rd round next year. The Dumpster Fire team got pick number 74 from Arizona for number 98, 151, and 207 in this year's draft. Really? You gave up that many picks for pick number 74? Okay. It seems a little lopsided in my opinion.
Yeah.
Also, guess who? The Minnesota Wild acquired pick number 59 from the Carolina Hurricanes for number 73 and number 99. The San Jose Sharks on, take a guess,
June 22.
acquire pick number 55 in this year's draft from New Jersey for 82 and 91. And I'll be damned, the LA Kings acquire pick number 50 in this year's draft from Montreal for number 64 and number 126. Excuse me. I'll be damned again. Vegas Golden Knights acquired pick number Daniel Suarez from the San Jose Sharks for pick number Jimmy Johansson and pick number 82. The Ottawa
Politicians
acquire pick number 37. Running out of space here. In this year's draft from Carolina's number 44 overall pick and number 83, or the 83rd pick. Philly Flyers, guess who? Acquire the 34th pick in this year's draft from Smashville for pick number 45 pick.
Nice.
And the number 65 pick. San Jose, I wonder what day this was, acquires Yay, we finally have a player! Tom Pyatt. No idea who he is.
Yeah.
And number 164 in this year's draft from Vancouver's for Francis Perron. I know who that is. And pick number 215 in this year's draft. I can only guess what day this is. The Philly Flyers acquire a 2020 7th round pick from Montreal for a 201st overall pick in this year's draft. What the hell? Oh my lord. What day am I on? The St. Louis Blues. Ooh, sorry. The St. Louis Blues acquire pick number 208 from Toronto for a 2020 7th rounder. My picks as they're left. Gonna frickin' wear out the danger button. San Jose acquires pick number 211 this year's draft from the other team in Pennsylvania for a 2020 7th rounder. The New Jersey Devils acquire John Hayden from the Chicago Deadhawks for not Joel, but John Quenneville. The Vancouver Canucks take a guess, acquire J.T. Miller from the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Oh, I heard about this one.
For Marek Mazinek, the 71st pick in this year's draft, and a conditional 1st round in the 2020 draft. Here comes the two biggest trades of the day. Both on, take a guess what day.
The same day.
The same sucking day. The Carolina Hurricanes acquire Patrick Marleau. What? Yeah. Along with a conditional 1st rounder and a 7th rounder in next year's draft for Toronto, from the Toronto Maple Leafs for a 6th round pick in 2020.
What do you think?
I think that's really lopsided.
Me too, but I also see advantages and disadvantages of that trade.
I don't.
Disadvantages I see, Toronto gets rid of an experienced veteran. However, an advantage for Toronto is now that they've gotten rid of his contract to a different team, they have extra salary cap space to work with to sign somebody else in free agency who can fill Patty Marleau's spot, if you know what I mean.
Right, but you also gave away a first-round pick.
Yeah, I know, that's
and a seventh-round pick, and you only got a sixth round in return.
Yeah.
Like, if you would have just won Marleau in the seventh round and then got, like, a fifth round or a sixth round back, that would have been fine. But throwing in a first-round pick? Whoa.
Yeah.
And I would acquire, the biggest news of the day was New Jersey Devils acquiring number 76 from the Smashville formerly in the number 76 from the Smashville Predators.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is PK Subban.
Penalty kill Subban.
Yep. Nice.
From the Nashville Predators for defenseman Stevie Wonder. I'm just kidding.
Hey, wait a minute.
Steven Santini and Jeremy Davies and a second-round pick in the 2019 NHL Draft and a second-round pick in the 2020 NHL Draft. Who do you think gets better end of the deal there?
I'm going with New Jersey on that one.
You think New Jersey?
Yeah.
I think it's about even. So you get most likely two defensemen who are probably more or less prospects.
Yep.
But you also get a second-round pick in this past year's draft. And you also get a second-round pick in next year's draft, too. You can still pick up good players in the second round.
Yeah.
So I say it might not be completely fair, but it's not as bad as the trade before that with Patrick Marleau and a first-round conditional and a seventh-round conditional for a sixth-round conditional.
Yeah.
Or a sixth-round pick. What? Yeah. Okay. So that is that. It is time to move on to the news of the day. And then we'll go into the NHL draft. Edler signs a 2-year contract to stay with the Canucks. He gets $6 million annually. He's a 33-year-old defenseman. He has 34 points, 10 goals, 24 assists last year in only 56 games, though. So he averages about 3/4 of a point a game, 0.66 points a game, somewhere in that area. Yeah. So, I gotta go through all the frickin', Burakovsky may not get a contract offer to remain with the Capitals. The NHL salary cap announcement to proceed decision on pending RFA forward GM says the salary cap is at $81.5 million this year. People were hoping many were hoping that it was going to be at 82 or 83 million, but it's at 81.5. I think it was at 79 or 78.5 this past year.
Something like that.
Ryan Callahan his career may be over due to a severe back injury. Yep. He has a disc disease and will be placed on long-term injury reserve. He is 34 years old. Ryan Miller signed a 1-year contract with the Anaheim Quackers. Financial terms were not disclosed. Panthers will be aggressive in free agency, GM says. Well, there's not really much to pick from this year. It's not a great free agency, except maybe Artemi Panarin and
Ryan Dzingel.
And Matt Duchene. That's about it.
Yep.
Hall is waiting to tap contract, not red flag for Devils, GM says. 2019-2020 NHL rule changes. Get the pissed off bleep button ready, because these rules suck. We have an expansion of the Coach's Challenge, which it adds. This change will allow challenges of plays that may involve pucks that hit the spectating netting, like when Detroit scored when it went off of a LA Kings player, went up the net, hit the netting, came down, hit Jonathan Quick in the back, and then went in the back of the net.
Oh, that's right.
And Detroit won that game, and I believe in an overtime. Either that or a shootout.
I think I remember that game.
Pucks that are high stick to a teammate in the offensive zone. Pucks that have gone out of play but are subsequently touched in the offensive zone. And hand passes that proceed without play stoppage. Now to be concluded in the scoring of a goal. Plays that entail discretionary stoppages, e.g. penalty calls, will not be subject to coaches' challenges. All those changes will serve as the same thing where it's like offsides. If the puck leaves the zone, it's washed. You can't challenge it then.
Yeah.
Penalties for unsuccessful challenges. The number of coach challenges that can be made will no longer be limited based on the ability of a team's timeout. Teams will be permitted to exercise a coach's challenge at any time, but with escalating consequences for unsuccessful challenges. The consequences of unsuccessful coach challenges will be consistent across all three categories of coach challenges. Battery penalty for delaying the game on the club's first unsuccessful coach's challenge, and a double minor penalty for delaying the game for each additional coach challenge after that is unsuccessful. The Situation Room in Toronto will continue to be responsible for initiating video review in the final minute of regulation and in overtime, as well as continue to have final authority over all Coach Challenge videos review decisions, with input and consultation from both on-ice officials and former official staff in the Situation Room. Get out of here. All right. Referees may now review a major/match penalty calls and double minor high sticking penalties. Referees will be required to conduct an on-ice video review for all major/non-fighting in match penalties that assess on the ice for the purpose of A, confirming the penalty, or B, reducing the penalty to a 2-minute minor. Referees shall not have the option to rescind a called penalty altogether. So if they make the call, you're at least getting a 2-minute minor. The referees will be provided with all available video to review to their own calls, but will not otherwise consult with the NHL Situation Room with respect to their review. For a double minor for high sticking, referees will have the ability, get out of here. Referees will have the ability to conduct an on-ice video review to confirm or not the original call on the ice, and in particular, whether the stick causing the apparent injury was actually the stick of the player being penalized. The referee's review of all high sticking/double minor penalties will be discretionary and not mandatory and will be conducted without the consultation of the NHL Situation Room. Other approved rule changes. Subject to further consultation with the NHLPA on precise language, a player on the ice whose helmet comes off during play must A, exit the playing surface, or B, retrieve and replace his helmet properly on his head with or without the chin strap fastened. A player who is making a play on the puck or who is in position to make an immediate play on the puck at the time his helmet comes off shall be given a reasonable opportunity to complete the play before either exiting the ice or retrieving and replacing his helmet. Failure to comply with the above will result in a minor penalty being assessed on the offending player. A player who intentionally moves in a play of its helmet shall be assessed a minor penalty for roughing. I think that rule's been there for... I think it's been a rule before. Line changes for defensive team. The defensive team will not be permitted a line change when a goalie freezes the puck from any shot outside the center red line. I.e., if it was going to be icing if the net wasn't there, the goalie stops it, freezes it. The defensive team cannot change. Again, we both disagreed on that.
Exactly.
Similarly, if the actions of a skater or the defensive teams cause a stoppage by unintentionally dislodging the net from its moorings, the defensive team will not be permitted a line change. In both of these instances, the offensive team will have a choice of which end zone faceoff that will take place.
We didn't like that one either.
I didn't like that either. I understand the unintentional dislodging and not letting the defensive team permitted change, i.e., like if a defenseman makes a diving stop, he accidentally slides in the net, comes off, stoppage play. Okay, whatever. But no, actually, I don't like that. If he unintentionally does it, how is that his fault? How is that the defensive team's? He blocked the shot, right? The goalie was out of position. He dove, blocked the shot, knocked the net off. All right, and they've been out there for a minute now. Oh no, you can't make a change. Like, if your team intentionally knocks off the net, then yeah, you shouldn't be permitted a line change.
Yeah.
But unintentionally, what?
Yeah, really.
And then still having the choice of end zone face-off dot? No.
Exactly.
It's not hockey.
Yep.
We're making it a freaking video game now. We're still not done. Face-offs following an icing to beginning a power play. The offensive team will be able to choose what face-off dot they want to use. Again, don't like that rule. Awarded goal. This one was not in. This is one that we did not go over because it was not in the news article. If a goalpost is deliberately displaced by a goalkeeper during the course of a quote-unquote breakaway, more gray area, a goal will be awarded to the non-offending team. It used to be a shootout or a penalty shot.
Oh, wow.
So now they're just going to award it as a goal. Wow. Because apparently this happens all the time. I don't know.
Jeez, that's dumb.
Again, they're trying to do all these things to speed up the game, and then they add the freaking video review things, and it will just slow down the game even more.
Yeah.
So it's totally it's totally hypocritical and contradictory of what they're trying to accomplish here. Mm-hmm. I understand you're trying to speed up the game, but you're also adding stuff that will slow down the game. So now you have to add more stuff to speed up the game.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Get rid of the stuff that's slowing down the game.
Yeah.
Like on video reviews, if it takes you more than 2 minutes to find out if it was offsides or not, go with the call on the ice, because you could be sitting there for 10 minutes arguing back and forth if it was offsides or not. If it takes you longer, if you don't know it in 2 minutes, go with the call on the ice.
Yeah.
So, and then this one, I still do not understand this. When an attacking team is responsible for the puck going out of play in the attacking zone, in all instances, the faceoff will be conducted at one of the two faceoff dots in the attacking zone. I'm in your zone, attacking your zone, right? And I throw it out of play. It's still down in your zone for the faceoff.
That's dumb.
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
I want a line change. All right, let me just throw it out of play real quick. Oh, all right, sweet line change. Now we can have it down in your zone. What? So, okay, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rule changes this year. Let's see how many stick around in 5 years.
I know, right?
So, I believe the coaches challenge things I like. The penalties for unsuccessful challenges I like too. Because then if you fail a challenge, I think accept goalie interference. Because that's more of a, that's not a cut and dry. That's more of a discretionary opinion of the referee. Offsides, it's either you're offsides or you're not.
Yeah.
So, but the match penalties and the minor penalties, you're taking the human element away from the game. I said this, and I said it last week. You guys have had it one way for 125 years, and you were doing just fine for those 125 years. Why are we changing it?
Yeah.
Why? It was just fine the way it was. So, I don't know. I don't like 90% of these rule changes. But, I don't work for the NHL, so I can't really put in my 2 cents.
Mm-hmm.
So, Marner not certain to have a potential offer sheet matched by Maple Leafs. Toronto wants to keep pending free agent. Will do what's right for our organization, the GM says. Potential unrestricted free agents this year still are Artemi Panarin, Matt Duchene, Joe Pavelski, Mats Zuccarello, which is a good pick. Pretty good one. Anders Lee, another good one. Gustav Nyquist, Marcus Johansson, Mr. Game 7, Jumbo Joe Thornton, Michael Ferdinand, Brett Conley, Wayne Simmons, Corey Perry, Ryan Dzingel, Derek Brassard, Brandon Peary, and Alex Chasson. Defenseman being Jake Gardner and Tyler Myers. Goaltender being Sergei Bobrovsky. Peter Mrazek, Robin Leonard, Seaman Varlamov, Mike Smith, Curtis McElhinney, Brian Elliott, and Cam Talbot. What if Detroit picked up Sergei Bobrovsky?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Goaltending problem solved.
Shit. Well, I don't think we really have a goaltending problem. But Sharks hopeful of re-signing Thornton and Pavelski. Well, Thornton said he was only going to play for San Jose.
Yeah.
So, at least, unless, that can always change.
Yep.
NHL coaches in favor of rule changes for next season. It says it allows them to put the game in our hands more. No.
Exactly.
No, it's a game of risk and chance.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point of hockey. It's a game of risk and chance. And it's a game that is sometimes out of your control. It's just how it happens. That's the sport. That's why we love it. You're making it harder to watch now. The Sedin twins are going to have their numbers retired by the Canucks in February.
Oh, I heard about that. That was great.
I definitely could see that one coming.
I agree with that.
I mean, if you didn't, you're dumb. The Stars unveil first opponent with a game against you. Dallas whittles down opponents in Fox game to reveal a home opener. I don't know who their home opener is. They revealed they'll play Boston in their home opener on October 3rd. We still got to go through the NHL draft.
Oh, I've got that on my phone for the first round, though.
Oh, I only care about the first round. All right, you want to do that? I'm going to go through the more snooty sections. Take it away, Harold. First round of the 2019 NHL entry draft goes like...
Okay.
First overall, shockingly, who was picked to first overall?
By the New Jersey Sinners, Jack Hughes. He went first overall. The Rangers took Capo Caco second overall.
Shocker!
I know. Third overall, actually surprising, was a little bit of a shocker. The Blackhawks took Kirby Dach. Fourth overall was Bowen Byram by the Colorado Avalanche. The Kings took Alex Turcotte fifth. And now sixth, our very own Detroit Red Wings took somebody who was projected to go in the second round. We took Moritz Seider. Big German boy from the DEL is who we took. Dylan Cousins went 7th. Philip Broberg went 8th for the Oilers. Buffalo went 7th. 9th for Anaheim, they got Trevor Zegras. 10th for Vancouver, Vasily Podkolzin. 11th, the Desert Howlers picked Victor Soderstrom. 12th, Minnesota picked Matthew Boldy. 13th, Florida Panthers. They were the ones that got Spencer Knight. So their goaltending problem is just about solved.
Unless he's like a, Rick DiPietro.
Oh, yeah, shut up.
The only difference was he wasn't picked first overall, but he had a 1 in this overall pick.
Yeah. 14th overall for the Cheesesteaks was Cameron York. 15th for the Canadians, Cole Caulfield. 16th for the Avalanche, Alex Newhook. 17th for Vegas, Peyton Krebs. 18th for the Dallas Stars, Thomas Harley. 19th for the Politicians, Lassie Thompson. 20th for the Jets, Vinny Hinola. 21st for the other team in Pennsylvania, Samuel Poland. 22nd for the Kings, Tobias Bornfoot. 23rd for the Fishermen, Simon Holmstrom. 21st for the Smashville Predators, Philip Tomasino. 25th for the Capitals, Connor McMichael. 26th, the Sizzlers, Jacob Peltier. 27th for the Tampa Bay ACDCs. They were the ones that got Nolan Foote. 28th for the
Not
Hurricanes.
Adam Foote.
Huh?
Not Adam Foote.
No, it'd have been funny if Colorado would have picked him, though, like I said earlier.
That would have been funny.
28th for the Hurricanes. They were the ones that got Ryan Suzuki. 29th.
He fell down pretty far, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. 29th overall for the Ducks, Braden Tracy. 30th for the Boston Beaches, John Beecher. And 31st,
the Beaches got John Beecher.
Yeah, what do you think of that, huh?
Oh, it's good stuff right there. That's a free dinger.
31st, the overall by the Buffalo Stifle. The last pick in the first round was Ryan Johnson.
St. Louis didn't have a first-round pick?
No, they gave it away to Buffalo.
Oh. Well, it's not like they're really hurting for anything.
Right?
So, not bad. So, there was a record, speaking of NHL draft, there was a record 8 selections in the first round of the NHL draft from the United States National Team Development Program. 8
good.
guys. Yeah. Yeah. Good old America. Spencer Knight was the highest selected goaltender since
Rick DiPietro. Oh,
No.
wait a minute. No. Is it Marc-Andre Fleury?
No. Last I checked, Marc-Andre Fleury was not drafted in the 2010 draft.
Oh.
He was since didn't say, just says last name's Campbell. Brian Campbell. Oh wait, wrong sport.
Yeah.
Panthers choose position for first time, highest since Campbell in 2010.
Oh, wow, okay.
Oh wait, no, it's something like that. Okay. Zuccarello to explore free agency, Stars GM says. Ooh. He could resign with Dallas though.
Yeah.
So he probably just want to look at his options.
Yeah.
Before going or settling in. Yeah, Lee of Islanders expects to enter NHL free agency interview period. Captain who can become a UFA on July 1st didn't think we'd get to this point. So, was traded? Oh, JT Miller, that's right. Subban traded. That's what. Brady Snow. Oh, yeah. Ooh, injury tracker. I don't care, actually. It's the summer. We don't really care.
Yeah, nobody's injured.
Yeah, well, a few guys are. Just ask Ryan Callahan.
Oh, that's right.
Like I said, the salary cap is 81.5 million, up 2 million from last year. So, kind of following the rate of inflation, but kind of not.
Speaking of injuries, I wonder how Evgeny Svechnikov is doing.
I don't know, look it up. Why? Whatever. I don't even. Cronwell can take time to decide on Red Wing's future. He will have spot on the team if he returns or he chooses to return for his 16th NHL season. Stevie Wonder says.
Nice.
So. Blue Jackets not worried about prospect of losing pending free agents. Their GM says plenty of cap space to use if Panarin or other UFAs leave. Shattenkirk motivated to rebound, contribute to Rangers rebuild. Travis Sanheim signs a two-year, $6.5 million contract with the Philly Flyers for $3.25 per year. His stats last year were he had 9 goals, 26 assists for 35 points in 82 games last season. A little overpaid. But he is only 23, so let's see. I guess it is only a 2-year contract, so. Robert Thomas had surgery to repair a tendon on his left wrist, and the St. Louis Blues forward will be evaluated before a training camp. So let's see how that goes for him. We up to the top of the page yet? Oh, yes, we are. There's the top of the page. All right, time for a little bit of On This Day. For a whole whopping, actually, quite a few things happened on this day. On this day in 2013, the Chicago Deadhawks take home the Stanley Cup for the second time in 4 seasons after one of the most stunning endings in playoff history. The Blackhawks trailed the Boston Bruins 2-1 with less than 90 seconds remaining in the third period of the Game 6 of the Cup final at TD.
We don't give 2 flying Garden.
Oh, yeah. Actually, Garden. But before Chicago coach Joel Quenneville has to decide when to pull goalie Corey Crawford, the Blackhawks tied a game with forward Brian Bickle scores at a shot from the slot. The teams are closing on the 4th overtime game in the series, but Dan Boylan beats goaltender...
Oh, Dave Boland.
I'm sorry, what did I say, Dan? Dumbass.
Yeah.
Beats Boston goaltender Tuukka Cup.
Oh, nice.
From near the left post with 58.3 seconds remaining, giving Chicago a 3-2 victory and the Stanley Cup.
That's pretty good.
In 1980, the Atlanta Flames relocate to Calgary, Alberta. The team keeps the name Flames and will play in its home games in the Stampede Corral. For the next 3 seasons until the Olympic Saddledome, now the Scotiabank Saddledome, is completed in time for the 83-84 season. Now, I made that because if you remember, one of Calgary's jerseys, alternate, was a horse with flames coming out of its nose.
Yep.
That's why I did that.
Exactly.
So I'm glad that you got it, though.
I did get that, yeah.
That's good stuff.
Awesome.
I saw that, I was like, you have got to be
kidding me.
1995, the New Jersey Devils win the Stanley Cup for the first time in franchise history, completing a 4-game sweep. The final by defeating the Detroit Red Wings 5-2 in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Sucked.
2000 New York Islanders select. Speaking of Rick DiPietro, a goalie from Boston University. Now that's where Spencer Knight's gonna play.
Oh my!
Oh wait, no, he's playing at Boston College.
What's the difference?
A lot. Look at DiPietro.
Oh, that's right.
With the number 1 pick in the NHL draft at the Penn Growth Saddledome in Calgary. He's the first goaltender taken with the top pick in the draft since 1968 when the Montreal Canadiens select Michael Plessy. I don't know. After the Atlanta Thrashers take forward Danny Heatley at number 2, the NHL's 2 newest teams make their first choices. The Minnesota Wild take Marian Gaborik, and the Columbus Blue Jackets take Rostilov Kolesla.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. There's another first round bust. Shish. Would not want to be in that draft. I mean, Danny Heatley was okay.
Yeah.
Marian Gaborik was okay. Definitely not a good draft year in 2000.
No.
Not at all. At least not the top 4. In 2006, the Bruins acquire Tuukka Cup from the Toronto Maple Leafs for goaltender Andrew Raycroft in what turns out to be a one-sided trade. Raycroft, the 2004 Calder Trophy winner as the NHL's top rookie, spends less than 2 full seasons with Toronto and plays with 3 other NHL teams before his NHL career ends. Rask, Toronto's first pick, 21st overall in the 2005 draft, never plays with the Maple Leafs, goes on to set the Bruins' team record for career wins and helps Boston reach Stanley Cup Finals in 13 and 19. Both times, they took his cup.
Shut up.
In 2011, the San Jose Shark Tanks acquired defenseman Brent Burns in a trade with the Minnesota Wild for forwards Charlie Coyle, who doesn't even play for Minnesota anymore, and Devin Setaguchi. Does he still play for Minnesota?
No.
Who does he play for?
He's retired.
He did?
Yeah.
No.
Here, I'll look it up.
Minnesota also gets San Jose's first-round pick in the 2011 draft, and San Jose gets Minnesota's second-round pick in the 2012 draft. Burns splits time between forward and defense till the 14-15 season when he becomes a full-time defenseman. From 15 to 16 through 18 to 19, Burns averages 21 goals and 75 points per season, and he wins the Norris Trophy as the NHL's top defenseman in 16-17. Yes, Ed? Or Harold?
I was right. He is retired.
He had to have retired just last year, then.
Correct.
Okay.
He played for Adler Mannheim in the DEL, and I remember him, the last team that he played for in the NHL in the 16-17 season was the LA Kings in the Ontario Reign.
Yep. So I remember hearing Setaguchi for the Kings.
Yep, I remember that too.
And in 2016, the Maple Leafs select centerman.
In 2016, Austin Matthews.
With the first selection in the NHL draft at First Niagara Center in Buffalo. Patrick Laine was selected second, and third was Pierre-Luc Dubois, number 3, to the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Nice.
Then he goes in, scores 4 goals in his first game, and they still lose. Then he's out the rest of the season with back surgery.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. But it sure as hell seemed like it.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Alright, I think it's time for a little bit of the good old, unless I'm missing anything,
Not a dang thing.
trivia it is. Go ahead.
Okay.
I don't know, just tell me already, would you?
My trivia question is... it is something about the NASCAR, and you're gonna like this.
The window net created by Richard Petty.
That is incorrect.
Damn it. Alright, 2 guesses left.
My trivia question is, this is back in the day, in 2004,
Look at this old picture.
for the NASCAR, known as Phoenix, not ISM, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
His dumb name was Junior.
became the second driver to win his second consecutive race at this track. So 2 races in a row that landed at Phoenix. 2 races in 1 year at Phoenix. Dale Earnhardt Jr.
he swept both races at Phoenix.
Yeah, in 2004.
Okay.
Who was the first driver to win 2 consecutive Nextel Cup races in 1 season at Phoenix?
So, who was the last person to sweep both races at Phoenix?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
No, that's what it's asking. Who was the last person to probably sweep both races at Phoenix?
Yeah, the very first one to do it.
Yes, who was the last person to do it? Or the person before?
First, yeah.
Yeah, first one. I don't know, what year was it? That'd kind of help.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. was the second one to do it in 2004. This guy did it in 1991.
You're killing me.
This guy, born February 25, 1961, in Hollywood, Florida. He passed away July 13, 1993, at the age of 32 in...
Davey Allison!
That's it! In Birmingham, Alabama, Cousin Dewar, US of A.
Actually, he died... No, that's actually right. Birmingham.
He died, yeah, he
'Cause
died...
he was in a helicopter crash
at
Talladega Superspeedway.
Yup.
So, right, I was like 1961. I was like, Florida. And then once you said 1993, and I was like,
He died.
like, I was like, all right, there's only 2 guys who died in 1993, and
Davey Allison.
I was to say the most successful of those 2 guys was Davey Allison,
And who was the other guy?
Neil Bonnet at the beginning of the year.
Oh, that's right. I've heard of.
So,
I've heard
well,
of
I shouldn't say more successful. I should say a hell of a lot younger.
Yeah.
I think there was actually 3 guys that died at the beginning of that year, because there was 2 guys that died at that Speed Weeks. Robert Orr, who was in his first NASCAR Cup Series weekend.
Wow.
He died in practice, and then Neil Bonnet died in practice, and then Davey Allison died at a helicopter crash.
Yep.
Not even had to do it in the NASCAR.
Exactly. It's terrible.
Yeah, well, it happens.
So, Davey Allison was the first to ever do it in 1991.
Damn. Oh, he would have been such a good driver. Think of the amount of wins Jesse Gordon wouldn't have gotten if Davey Allison was still racing.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. My trivia question is, what NHL team holds the record for the most ties in one season?
Shoot. What team?
What team? And if you can guess how many ties and in what year, you will get 100 free dingers. Because that is insane luck in a guess.
Yeah.
So
I can kiss those dingers goodbye because I don't know at all.
This was in this team's third NHL season. They missed the playoffs for the first time in their franchise history, setting a team record for fewest wins and an NHL record for most ties.
Oh boy.
They finished 5th in their division, 5th West in their division. Their record was 17-35-24. Their home record was 11-14-13. Their road record was 6-21-11.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Their goals for was 197. Goals against was 225, so it's not terribly off.
Yeah, but quite below 500.
Yeah. Their coach was Vic Stadazuki, I don't know. Captain was Ed Van Empe. Alternate captain was Dick, not Don, Cherry.
Huh.
Average attendance for the games was 13,372. Their minor league affiliates with the Quebec Aces, the Flint Generals, and the Jersey Devils.
Nice.
Their arena name, big hint, was called the Spectrum.
The Spectrum.
Spectrum.
Oh.
Their goaltender that year, who had 13 wins, because they had, 17 overall, was Bernie Perrant. His goals against average for Bernie Perrant that year was 2.8.
What year was this?
Well, you have to guess the year.
Oh, that's right. Shoot.
They selected, in the offseason before, 19-year-old diabetic from Flin Flon, Manitoba, Bobby Clark, with their second draft pick, 17th overall in the 69 NHL amateur draft.
Oh, wow.
So, I already just told you the date. So, it happened in the 1969-1970 season.
Yeah.
So, 25 seconds left. Like I said, they finished 5th out of 6th in their division. Big names on the team were Bobby Clark, Bernie Perrant, looking at names that look familiar. There actually wasn't a lot of big hitter names that year on that team.
I have no idea.
Well. This team is in the Eastern Conference and has won Stanley Cup, if I'm not mistaken. And they won the Stanley Cup Finals in 2010. Yes.
The Philadelphia Flyers have more than one cup.
Do they have two?
They do have two.
I thought they had one.
Do you remember?
Excuse me.
Do you remember the 90? Do you remember? No, the 73, 74, and 74, 75 season.
Dude, I wasn't even a thought.
Oh well, that was when the Broad Street Panzers were alive, and they won those back-to-back cups.
They've won two. I thought they only won one cup.
Nope, they've got two at least.
Well.
Yep.
Excuse me. Alright, let me fact check that. Yep, 73, 74, 74, 75. Nice job, Harold. How did you rattle that off?
How did I rattle that off?
Yeah.
Well, I knew Chicago and Philly were in the 2010.
No, I knew that, but I meant Stanley Cups.
Oh, I've known for a couple of years now that the Cheesesteaks won the Stanley Cup with the Broad Street Pansies the Broad Street Bullies, technically, but whatever I want to call it. I knew they won that in the 74 and 75 season. I don't know why that stuck in my head, but it just is.
Okay. I think it's time to move on to a little bit of
NASCAR.
So I says. I forgot. It was so long ago. Oh yeah, this past week the NASCAR Cup Series was at the good old wine country, also known as Sears Point, also known as Sonoma Raceway, also known as Infineon Raceway, also known as, I'm running out of names. I think it's the only three. Okay. For the 31st annual Toyota Save Mart 350 at the reconfigured, or I should say just new, old if you're old school. If you're new school, or not quite as old school, the new/old configuration where they do the carousel and go up the drag strip at Sonoma at the 2.52 mile road course for 90 laps for 226.8 miles, which does not equate out to 350 kilometers. I don't know why they didn't change it to like the Toyota Save Mart, or they just didn't do less laps to where it was 350 kilometers. Anyways,
yeah.
The race took 2 hours, 42 minutes, and 9 seconds. If it was only 5 seconds left, it would have been 10 dingers right there, because it would have been 2-4, 2-4.
Nice.
It would have been Jesse Gordon.
Yeah.
Average speed was 83, that was a lip smack, 83.922 miles per hour.
Nice.
It's on a beach. Margin of victory was 1.861 seconds. Your your pole winner was Kyle Larson with a speed of 95.712 miles per hour. Your Stage 1 top 10 was William Byron, who ran every lap of Stage 1.
Dang. The Menace.
Hamlin. The number 22 of
Sliced Bread.
The 42 of Kyle Larson, who was your pole sitter. He was a non-factor in most of the race. Eric Almirola, Chris
Boucher,
Bowman,
The Showman,
Kevin Happy Harvick, Paul Minard, and Jimmy
Johansson.
Your Stage 2 top 10 was Dennis,
The Bettis,
Hamlin, Brad
Keselowski,
William Byron, Sliced Bread, Recky
Stenhouse,
Recky Danica Patrick Stenhouse. His dumb name was Junior. Kyle Larson, Marty
McFly,
Choice
Elliott,
and the Napa Wagon.
Okay.
The Shrub, and Bubba Wallace.
Junior.
What? Oh. There was 2 caution flags, both being the stages at lap 20 and lap 40. Lead changes, there were 7 among 5 drivers. Kyle Larson, William Byron, Chase Elliott, Marty Truex, and Dennis Hamlin, and then the Shrub. Marty Truex won the 31st annual race for his 23rd career victory in Monster Energy Cup Series. Prior to the start of the race, the following vehicles dropped to the rear of the field under penalty for reasons indicated. The 41 had, as what Mike Joy called it, a money shift, meaning he went, instead of from second to third, went second to first, and then he doubled up. The 20 and the 51 for unapproved adjustments, and the 15 for a driver change because Kyle Weatherman qualified the 15 car, but Ross Chastain raced it.
Oh.
So, like I said, Marty McFly won the race. The Shrub was second. Third was Ryan Blaney, who is actually becoming a pretty good road racer.
He is.
He won the Roval. Oh, that's a good story about Mitt right there.
I love that. Yeah, I saw that not too long ago.
All right, time for story time with Andy about Mitt.
Oh, no. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me go through the finishing order first.
Okay.
4th, now get this. This driver finished 4th. The number 95 in the Lightning McQueen mobile, Matt
DiBrito.
He finished 4th.
Hot dang. I think he did good.
Yeah, we're all sitting there, I'm like, that's as good as a win for that team.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, sure they have a Joe Gibbs alliance, but it's still a single car team.
And a top 5 finish.
A top 5 finish. That's as good as a win.
Yeah.
For them. Dennis Hamlin was 5th. Outback Happy Harvick was 6th.
Outback, yeah, that's pretty good.
7th was Old Outback of Flying Ryan Wienerman Newman.
Nice, nice.
8th was Eric Jones. 9th was Smithfield.
Double A.
10th was Credit One.
Bank, the kid.
11th was Rush Truck Centers Ford.
Huh?
Rush Truck Centers Ford. The Rush Truck Centers Ford machine.
I have no idea.
Also sponsored by Mobile One. Used to be sponsored by 5 Hour Energy when he drove for Michael Waltrip Racing.
Clip Boyer.
Boyer.
Now I know it.
Ally Chevrolet. Ally Bank.
Jimmy Johansson.
Yeah, there we go. That took a little longer. The Monster Energy Chevrolet. This should be easy.
Big Bush.
The Big Bush. The Exalta Chevrolet.
William Byron.
Huh?
Wait a minute. Exalta Chevrolet. Yeah, isn't it William Byron or no?
Think of the diecast you have.
Exalta.
The Exalta diecast you got at Michigan.
Oh, it is Bowman the Showman.
I will expect you to get this. Poppy Bank, which is Daniel Hemrick. Kellerman's Chevrolet. Donor Jr. What?
I was just about to say that. Hellman's?
What? Chris Boucher.
Oh, I wouldn't have known that.
Ruckus Ford is Daniel Suarez. America's Tire Ford, also known as Discount Tire. Or instead of the blue deuce, the white deuce.
Bad Brad Keselowski.
Bad Brad.
That I knew. Thank
the
God.
Hertz Chevrolet.
Hertz Chevrolet.
Hertz donut.
Yep.
William Byron.
That's it.
Roush Performance. Recce.
Stadhouse.
Junior.
Should have said Fastenal if I wanted to get it.
Well, he wasn't sponsored by Fastenal this race.
Oh.
He was sponsored by Roush Performance / Danks DW.
Right.
The Menards Richmond Ford. Just think of Menards.
Yeah, Paul Menard.
Paul Menard. If you would have said Ryan Blaney, he would have thrown his pen at you because Ryan Blaney already finished 3rd.
Yeah.
Even though he's sponsored by Menards. Where are we at? This is easy. Shell Pennzoil.
Sliced bread.
Jeff Gordon. Huh? Yeah, pretty much.
You are dog.
Dow.
Austin, I don't deserve to be in the playoffs, Dylan.
Loves Travel Stops. I'll be surprised if you get this one.
Loves Travel Stops?
It's a truck stop. Michael McDowell.
No, I wouldn't have.
Yeah. Worldwide Technology.
I have
Raceway at Gateway. Oh, wait, that was a truck series.
I have no idea. Shut up.
That was Bubble Laws. The Geico Chevrolet.
Ty, my brother is Austin. I don't deserve to be in the playoffs. That's why I'm out Dylan.
Acquire Investments for that's Matt Tiff. The Kroger Chevrolet.
Kroger?
AJ Umdinger. Huh?
I was just about to say that. Kroger, 47, right?
Yep. Ryan Priest.
That's it.
Parker Kligerman was in the TRD 40th anniversary. The Cher Chevrolet of Buckshot Jones, driven by
Landon Casil.
The JMN Ford of Corey LaJoie. The Low T Centers by Ross Chastain. Justin Haley drove the Formula One Imports. Reed Sorensen and the VIP Racing Experience.com.
Yeah.
SBC Contractors is Cody Ware. Was 36. 37th, who done blowed up for a engine failure, was the number 9 in the Napa wagon.
Chase Elliott.
And he was running a pretty good race, and then he just lost oil pressure.
Really?
In the race, yeah. And then Peanut Butter.
And Jelly.
Time. Except he was about 38th. So he was it was Peanut Butter Jelly time, but his fuel pump failed. Bump, bump. Oh, I got a sound effect for that.
Yeah, it was a pretty soggy performance. Alright, that's enough of that.
Yeah.
I'll let my door hit my arsenic on the way out.
Yeah. It's kind of sticky.
Shut up!
Creamy or crunchy?
Shut
up! White bread or wheat?
That's just an
Would you like it cut or would you like it not?
No, I'm good.
Alright. Tell you what, he cut the gas, tell you that much.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, that's a good one right there.
Yeah.
Oh, fuel pump, when
Yeah.
he cut the gas. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
That's
All right,
enough
the
of
next
that.
race is June 30th for Chicagoland
Yeah.
Speedway at 3 p.m. Eastern on NBCSN,
The Little Boy Network.
where the, in my opinion, not as good broadcast team takes over.
Yeah.
So, okay, time to move on to the good old news. Only 10 races remain before the NASCAR postseason.
Wow.
Sonoma TV ratings, the overnight rating was up 1.53, up from last year's 1.48, up 3%. So Fox has been up about 3%, 4% overall on races this year.
Yeah.
Let's see how NBC does. I forgot to say the IndyCar ratings. The IndyCar rating got a 0.9 overnight rating.
Great.
Its highest overnight for an IndyCar race, excluding the Indy 500.
Wow, really?
It was on NBC, the
Big Boy Network.
There's no direct comparison to recent editions as they have been on NBCSN, but the event got a 0.3 last year and a 0.4 in 2017. So we'll have to see how it does from there on out. I get rid of the NHL. Oh, I did have the draft track. What a dumbass. All right. Cody Ware suffered from carbon monoxide poisoning at Sonoma. He was forced to park the 52 after 64 laps at Sonoma. It was due to carbon monoxide poisoning. He probably had a crush panel that opened up on the right side of the car by the exhaust pipe. Charlotte Motor Speedway. What? Okay. Charlotte Motor Speedway enhances the roll vault with the expanded backstretch chicane.
Jeepers.
So it used to look like a bus stop. It was very bus stop-like.
Yeah.
Like the one at Watkins Glen, just a little bit slower or a little bit smaller, so it was a little bit faster.
Yeah.
It wasn't, as aggressive as Watkins Glen. This year, so instead of having the bus stop look like, how'd it look? Instead of the bus stop looking like that, where it wasn't real slow, it was pretty fast. The bus stop now looks like this. So this is the 2018 edition. This is the 2019 edition. Looks like this. Looks like the one on the right under 2019. It's going to be a much slower chicane now. And the whole reasoning, I think, behind it is to slow it down so it turns more into a passing. Because like at Watkins Glen, their bus stop is slow enough. It's a high speed it's slow enough braking zone or a hard enough braking zone to where it could be a passing zone. The whole point about this one is it's supposed to be a passing zone now.
Jeepers.
So, yeah. And then it goes from 54 feet to 50 feet to 45 feet, and then it comes back to, I think Charlotte Motor Speedway is 55 feet wide. So it's a much more aggressive chicane. An expanded configuration of the challenging chicane will create additional passing opportunities, like I said, and more side-by-side action, increasing the drama and raising the stakes throughout all 17 turns of the revolutionary course that will include the first round of the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. The chicane's original layout was 32 feet wide at its widest point, while the new version will be 54 at its widest point, and its narrowest is 45 feet. And it will feature additional runoff areas which were unavailable in its first iteration. Speedway operations staff who execute the oval to roval switch move back parts of the inside wall near oval turn 3 to accommodate more on-track space for the updated chicane. The Bank of America Roval 400 is all about excitement and creating memorable moments for our fans, said Marcus Smith, the president and CEO of SMI. Having our backstretch chicane upgraded will give drivers an additional opportunity to go for a season-making or season-breaking pass like we saw in the front stretch chicane last year. Every turn matters on the Roval. The new turns will require heavier braking and a sharper entry, but a wider radius promises to provide drivers with an ideal mix of risk-taking opportunities and a slightly increased margin for error on exit. The driver's entry is correct. The track distance and turn count will not be affected by the new layout, which featured input from NASCAR drivers Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney, and Justin Allgaier, as well as Formula One racers Alex Wuornos and Max Pappas. My hat's off to Marcus and team at CMS for talking with drivers and industry experts as they work to further improve the oval. Changes to the backstretch look like they will help create an additional passing zone and make it much more exciting for the fans. After last year's wild finish, I will take every possible opportunity to gain track position to earn some points, Larson said. Construction on the chicane began this week and expected to conclude in early August. In addition to the restructured backstretch chicane, Speedway officials announced an increase in race distance for September's 28th NASCAR Xfinity Series race. 200-kilometer 55-lap event will become a 250-kilometer 67-lap drive for the Cure C50 presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield in North Carolina. So the Xfinity race is going to be 50 kilometers or 12 laps longer. So yeah, that's nice. So I think out of the changes now, I like this change because, like I said, the chicane last year it was too fast.
Yeah.
To like. You could be right on someone's tail like Jimmy Johnson was, but you couldn't pass him through the chicane because it was too fast.
Yeah.
There was nowhere to pass on the chicane. Now, with it being also wider and with a heavier braking zone, it's like a true, now instead of being a quote unquote bus stop, it's a true chicane now. Mm-hmm. It's like it's almost exactly like the front stretch chicane.
Yeah.
Just not just turned 90 degrees. So that is good stuff. I like it. I hope they keep the carousel and the drag strip part at Sonoma.
Yeah.
I liked it. It just it was a little bit harder. It made it a little bit more difficult to drive, and I thought it made the racing a little bit better. I mean, there were still no cautions. It wasn't the most interesting thing in the world, but whatever.
Yeah.
So, all right, time to move on to the good old NASCAR. Yep, okay. That is that. Let's move on to fantasy. For fantasy at the Sonoma track or Sonoma race. Andy got to go first and he chose Kevin Outback Happy Harvick. I chose Marty 88 miles an hour. Flux capacitor McFly. Big Mitt got to choose mixed and he picked Big Mitt picked, come on, who did Big Mitt?
The Shrub.
And then Richie Rich picked sliced bread. It's a wonderment he didn't fail.
Yep.
Oh wait, he did. So Marty Truex finished the race, so I've got 10 points. Oh wait, I forgot. I won't hit you. 10 points.
Oh, I love that story.
I also got a point for finishing the top 10 in stage 2 for 11 overall. I'm at 59 points, closing in on Mitt and Richie Rich. Andy got a whole whopping 1 point stage 1 and 0 after that. He got a total of 1 point overall. He's at 39 points, 20 points behind me. I could get 0 points this coming weekend at Charlotte. Chicagoland. You could get all possible. I think it's 19 points. And
I still wouldn't catch up.
You still wouldn't catch me.
By 1 point.
By 1 point.
Yep.
No. Hold on. Once you get No, the most possible points you can win is 3, 6, 5. It's 21. You could pass me.
Oh, yeah.
Did I say 19?
But the odds of that are fair to middling.
You know why I kept thinking 19? Because I thought a pole win was 3 points. Pole win's 5 points.
That's right.
So you could still pass me.
Yep.
But you'd have to win both stages, the pole, and the race. So, then Mitt got 1 point in stage 2, 0 on stage 1. Got 5 points for finishing in the top 3. 6 overall, he's at 70 points. But Richie Rich is still out front. 1 point in stage 1, 1 point in stage 2 for 2 points overall, and he's at a whopping 76 points going into Chicagoland. Speaking of Chicagoland, Andy, who did you pick for Chicagoland? Drum roll, please.
I picked none other than the number 18 M&M's car of the Shrub.
Or as what they said on Fox, or as what Mike Joyce said, the Candyman.
The Candyman, yep.
The Candyman. Oh, I love it.
And your pick.
And then I picked runner-up in last year's race, the kid.
Kyle Larson.
You know, kind of like slide job.
Yep.
So, all right, that is fantasy. I think it is time to move on from the circus and go to who had that number. Go ahead.
Okay, my who had that number.
Oh, by the way, Mick gets to pick next, and then Richie Rich picks
Last.
Once again.
Here we go.
So,
Who had that number?
I don't know who had him.
I don't know. I forgot to look it up.
Oh, jeez, you didn't look one up?
I did look one up, but I forgot to look up his number.
Huh? Shush.
Pretty much.
Epic fail.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a tricky who had that number today.
Great.
Okay, you are still on the 2006-2007 Dallas Stars season. For that season, who had the key number of 6?
6.
Yeah.
I don't know who had him.
Here we go. This guy,
I don't know.
born October 9, 1983. He's age 35. Born in Toronto. 5'11", 195 pounds. Defenseman, left-handed shot. In the 2002 NHL draft, he went 43rd overall by the Dallas Lone Stars. In the 1999-2000 season, all the way to the 2002-2003 season, he played 4 seasons in the OHL with my third favorite team in the OHL, the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds. In the 2003-2004
better than your
season.
black and tan coonhound.
I know, right? And that's an inside joke.
The brain damaged dog.
From
Shipping her ass off to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. In the 03-04 season, all the way to the 14-15 season, he played, what is that, 11 years for the Dallas Stars? Something like that?
11 or 12.
Yeah. In the 15-16 season, he played 29 games with the Chicago Deadhawks before, in the middle of the season, got traded to the other team in Pennsylvania.
That son of a bitch.
Your two big hints is in the 15-16 and 16-17 season, he was a 2-time Stanley Cup champion with the other team in Pennsylvania. And in the 17-18 and 18-19 season, I believe we signed him as a free... No. We traded for him, I think, and got rid of, what's his name? Gosh.
How about you asking me?
Yeah, here, I'll even stop the timer for you.
Hey, that's a new one.
Oh, come on. The Red Wings and the Penguins were involved in a trade. We got this guy from the other team in Pennsylvania, and we got rid of...
Just look it up. Go. Was he his number 6 in entire career?
He is, yeah.
He's still the number 6.
Yeah. I believe so.
Well. And sometimes we'll say on their Wikipedia page who they got traded for, who was involved in the trade.
Ah, that's who.
Huh?
I just now thought of his name. I couldn't find it, but I know who it is now. We got this guy in return for, I believe it was Riley Shahan. I think. And this guy still and currently plays for the Detroit Red Wings.
Jake Gensel.
No, you ding nuts.
Sid the Kid Crosby.
I had to smack you.
If
right.
that happened, I think Detroit would lose all their fans like that. Gets Sid the Kid perfectly healthy, puts him on long-term injury reserve. That's better. Wow, the IQ of the league just went up 6% overall.
Yeah.
Does he play in Grand Rapids?
No.
Huh?
He doesn't.
Play for Detroit?
Yup.
He's number 6.
This guy's initials is T.D.
Tanny to the Kaiser. No, just kidding.
Hey, wait a minute. I don't think that's right there, pal. T.D. Not T.D. We Don't Care Garden.
Oh, that was my next guess.
Not Tank Destroyer.
Oh.
That was your second guess.
Yeah, it was. Alright. Tyler.
I don't think so.
Tyler Dillon. Who's that? Well, you take Tyler Bertuzzi and you mix him with Dylan Larkin.
That's it.
Alright, there's my third guess. I guess I'm out of guesses.
Alright, well, you're done for.
He's a forward, right?
Defenseman.
Huh?
I said defenseman at the beginning.
That was 15 minutes ago. I can't remember what I did 5 seconds ago. I think I breathed.
Oh,
that's probably what I did.
Defenseman, left-handed shot.
Number 6. All right, let me go through the defensemen real quick. All right, we had Nick Jensen. We have Madison Bowie now. Danny DeKaiser. Nick Kronwall.
Jonathan Erickson.
Jonathan, the soapbox.
Yeah.
That's what I call it, the soapbox. Did I say Kronwall?
Yeah.
Oh, I did.
TD.
TD, hey. Philip Hronek.
McElrath.
He didn't really play for Detroit, though.
Sorry, RV didn't either.
We had Dennis Chalowski.
Libor Sulak.
I'm just thinking of who played consistently for Detroit.
I know.
Not overall defenseman.
I'm thinking Griffins.
Well, stop it.
Huh.
If he plays currently for the Red Wings, this is so depressing.
Yeah.
How many games did he play for Detroit? Actually, with the Red Wings.
In the 17-18 season was 77, and then the 18-19 season was 44. Guess what? The 44 is double of.
I hate this game. Oh my. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You would have passed you're almost up to your old record of 39. I don't know, just tell me so I can throw some Santa hats or a Gatorade like Gator Powerade bottle. Gator Power bottle.
He's not number 6. I thought he was.
Oh, well, that's important information. I'm thinking like...
But he was for Dallas, the other team in
Pennsylvania. I don't care. What number
Chicago.
is he for Detroit?
83.
Oh! Damn it! Something Daily. Come on, what is his first name?
Starts with the letter T.
Yeah, I know. It's not Thomas.
No.
The Tomster.
No, it is not. It is not Tim or Mitt either.
Oh, that was my next guess.
Freaking
8. Yeah, 6. There's some important. I'm thinking like 7. Like who? The
I thought he was
Trevor Daley.
That's it.
Oh my! You lose a dinger. You didn't know Trevor Daley was number 83. I'm thinking like number 6. That's important information here.
Yeah.
Like number 7. Like I don't think anyone wears the number 6 for Detroit. Currently, I could be wrong, but I don't think anyone wears the number 6 for Detroit right now.
I don't think so. Oh well.
His number's 83. Oh jeez, thanks for the help. Good lord.
Almost as bad as Jason Arnott.
No, it wouldn't have been nearly as bad because you would have told me. I'm like, yo, asswipe, he's 83. Oh, just kind of like how I'm like Siri, like, yo, bitch.
Yeah.
All right, enough of this circus. All right, time to move on to the big boys games. Who had the number
14?
That's right.
Yeah, I knew it.
In the 2006, for the entirety of 2006, in a little over half of the 2007 season. He did all 36 in the 2006 season and did 19 out of 36 in the 2007 season. He didn't have a single pole. He didn't have a single win when he drove the number 14. He is currently 61 years old, born June 30th, 1957. He's got a birthday coming up. He's almost going to be 62.
Holy crap,
That's
he's
enough
an
for
old timer.
That's almost enough for Social Security. He was born in Columbia, Tennessee. He is still currently the last driver to win back-to-back Daytona 500s in 1994 and 1995.
Really?
He also won the 1996 Winston 500, and he was the 1980 through 82 Nashville Speedway USA Track Champion. He was the 1983 Winston Cup Series Rookie of the Year. He has run 748 races over 33 years in the Cup Series. His first race was the 1976 Music City USA 420 Blaze at Nashville. His last race was the 2009 Tums Fast Relief 500. Jeez, my heart was burning after that race.
They ate 122 pizza for lunch.
Probably got the potato. Poor bastards didn't even get to the potato wedges.
Potato wedges.
His first win was the 1994 Daytona 500. His last win was the 2002 Carolina Dodge Dealers 400 at Darlington. He has 10 wins, 216 top 10s, and 11 poles. He's run 77 races over 17 years in the Xfinity Series. First race was the 1986 Winn-Dixie 300 at Charlotte. His last race was the 2008 Pepsi 300 at Nashville. His first win was the 1990 All-Pro 300 at Charlotte. His last win was the 2000 Cheez-It, not Jesus, 350 at Bristol. He has 2 wins, 22 top 5s, 1 pole. Now take the wheel.
Shut up.
He is not most well known for driving the number 14 car. He is most well known driving really 2 other different cars.
And those numbers are?
Well, I'm not going to say it right now. He's still got 50 seconds left.
Oh, well, then initials it is.
Huh? He is currently diagnosed with Parkinson's.
Really?
And he has undergone deep brain stimulation during surgical procedures at Vanderbilt University Medical Center as part of his treatment. I have done this guy before. In fact, within like the last month or month and a half. He is most well known for driving the number 4 Kodak car or the number 40 Silver Bullet beer car.
Sterling Marlin.
Sterling Marlin. With 11 seconds left.
Nice.
Not quite. I thought you were going to say Swervin' Marlin. I was going to be like, who the hell is that?
Yeah. I don't know, but he drank too much beer. That's why he's swerving. That's pretty good.
It's not bad. It's side.
Alright.
Yeah, the Met look just... Well, enough of this circus. Alright, let's go back to the main
I think that's
screen.
enough for one day.
Yeah, alright, there's Harold there. Go away. Don't go away. Or as Richie Rich would say, don't go away bad. Just go away.
Go away.
I don't think I'm going to be coming back. That's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. Well, thank you very much for watching this episode of the IHN Show. We certainly hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please like down below. And subscribe to our channel to be up to date with video releases. And hit the little bell icon so you notified when we do upload a new episode or when we go live stream, either with IHN Show or World of Tanks. You can download our podcast on Apple Podcasts, or if you have Android, you can download it, the Podbean app, and download it through there. Just type in IHN Show and it'll pop up just like that. If you would like to help us make the show better and easier to produce and in turn be more productive, please support us on Patreon. Link to that down below. If you'd like to contact the show, it is ihnshow@gmail.com, and that'll be the description and on the outro screen, along with the link to our Patreon page. You are the next contestant on The Price is Wrong, bitch.
Yeah.
If you'd like to encourage conversation in the comments, please do so. We just request there's no mean or vulgar language.
Racism, politics, and sexism is not allowed.
Damn right. We're all here for good fun. Just please use common sense before you type. All right, white flags in the air. Got anything to add, Harold? I think we both got trivia and who had that number right.
I think so, yeah.
And we got all trivia type questions done today.
That's
correct?
pretty
Both
good.
of us did. That's a free dinger.
Nice.
Have I set a new record for dingers?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think I did last week, didn't I?
Yeah.
I beat it by like 1.
Wait a minute. Time out. Oh, jeez, I threw it in the recycling.
Oh, gee. The one time I get recycling bins is what does he do? He throws all his in there.
Oh, shit, where'd it go?
Well, I don't know. You said you threw it in the recycling.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, gee. It's a big wad. Good Lord, kid. You are a circus.
Your old record is...
Was 9.
Well, That's your old record. Your new record is 10.
10. All right, Danica Patrick. Oh, come on. I want to go back to 9 with Marcos Ambrose. That's a loss.
But you got 3 today.
Oh.
When I got 300, whatever my new record is.
312. The Aaron's 312.
The Aaron's 312. 312. When I got 312, you got 10. You did good.
We both did good. Yeah. All right.
Don't
well,
that.
Next IndyCar race is Sunday, July 14th at 3 p.m. Eastern on the streets of Toronto on NBCSN.
The Little Boy Network.
The next NASCAR race is Sunday, June 30th at 3 p.m. Eastern as well at Chicagoland on NBCSN.
The same Little Boy Network.
Oops, almost screwed the pooch there, didn't you? Have a great rest of your week and join us for Wednesday at 4 p.m. for the same bull. Go!